I've talked about this before, guys. I've had a number of different chicken setups, a number of different flocks. I've fought many battles when it comes to keeping my chickens thriving on the homestead. It's not an easy task to do. So the other day I was at work and Jamie was home and she heard a big old commotion out here with the chickens. She comes running out here and finds out that there's a hawk in a chicken yard. We didn't lose any chickens, but it was a wake-up call. We needed to make some adjustments to prevent any more aerial attacks. I brought some materials home for Farmer Jay to keep busy, and this is what she came up with. She basically made like a spider web on top of the chicken yard out of string and then attached some ribbon to it. So here we go. There's string everywhere in here. Anyway, it's perfect height. I won't hit my head on anything walking around in here. And definitely I feel like it's going to be a deterrent from up above. It's just going to look like a big cluster of a maze coming down here trying to get in here. So I think this will be a good prevention, keeping any aerial attacks from happening in here. So that went down about 3 days ago. We haven't had any sightings or any problems since then. So we started out with 9 chickens. I ended up losing 4 of them. And each time we lost a chicken, it would completely vanish. Now, in the past, I'd lose a chicken and I'd be able to track them down and kind of have an idea, you know, and make fortifications and whatnot and adjust whatever. And usually I had an idea what was going on. This time around, I was completely clueless. There was just no sign of nothing. That's why once Jamie said that there was a hawk in there, everything kind of made sense because everything was just poof. There was no trail of feathers or nothing. So when we started with these chickens, that's the brooder that I put them in. They've stayed in there for quite a while. Now I'm standing on the porch, so I mean they are very, very close to the house before we put the chicken yard together. So I would have thought being that close to the house, having the kids make as much noise as they do, and when we were letting the chickens out, they basically were just hanging out on the porch half the time throughout their day or underneath the deck. So I mean they were right on top of the house the whole entire time that they were out. I really thought that we'd be pretty safe as far as any predators go, just because they were so close to everything and there was so much noise where their general activity was. But no, that wasn't the case. A while back I posted a little thing on Instagram where I was like, oh, it's so much fun having chickens free range in the yard. And I got a comment from Punky Rooster that it was like, yeah, it's all fun and games until you lose half your flock. Well, you were right, Punky. Anytime something bad happened, all I could think of was, Punky was right. So of course I was quick to the defense on like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I've been through this before, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I really thought things were going to be different this time just because the situation was, they were so close to the house and I really thought I had a good grip on everything. But what can I say? Free range and just, it's for the birds, those kind of birds, not for chickens. So here's the house and here's the chicken yard. This chicken yard is even closer to the house than the brooder was. And the one really good thing about this is that Digger, the dog, he can go and circle this entire thing. So the dog has full access to run around the chicken yard. Plus now we've got this aerial defense. So anyway, guys, I gotta say, keeping chickens alive and safe is probably one of the hardest things to deal with on the homestead. It's a fight. It's always a fight. I've made these adjustments. I'm probably gonna have to make some more. I don't know. All I can say is until I find that magic yellow brick road to the land of free ranging, it just ain't gonna work for Farmer G. I don't know how some of you guys out there do it, but it just ain't in the cards for me. Hey guys, I wanna tell you real quick, go on, shoot on over to Punky Rooster, check her out. She's got all kinds of things going on. She's done it all. She knows what she's talking about. Go check her out.